Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Stott and I'm the Emperor of Stomaria. Today I want to discuss the national motto of Stamaria. So our national motto is family, freedom, fatherland. And this represents a set of values and aspirations that we have for our community. Family is the single most important feature of your life. To find someone that you can fully commit yourself to have a partner that you can honour, cherish and build a home with in order to raise the next generation, so that they in turn might grow to become well-adjusted, resilient and empathic people that can have a positive impact on wider society and indeed their own families. This is not only necessary for the establishment, the maintenance and the expansion of a just and harmonious society, but it is also one of the most honourable and rewarding experiences that most of us will ever have. And in truth, much beyond this is largely a distraction. From clubbing to careers, very little of it has any real meaning in the great scheme of things. For who amongst you can honestly say that one of your biggest regrets on your deathbed is going to be that you didn't grind on enough random strangers in some seedy club, or that you're going to miss your company's next quarterly report? I can say with some confidence, for the vast majority of us, when we are on our deathbed, if there are regrets to be had, that it will revolve around family in some form or another. So make it count. Freedom is the belief that the fundamental and natural rights of the individual should not be eroded by some higher power, so long as the fundamental and natural rights of another is not impaired. Your right to live your life on your own terms, to advance your own interests and those of your family by the virtue of your own merits, your right to your own labour, your right to your own property, your right to freedom of speech, freedom of worship, and freedom from violence. And one of the most obvious and simple ways to maintain your freedom is the acquisition and utilisation of land that can be used to provide for yourself and your family many of the necessities for your survival, be it food, water, energy, and more besides. Not to withdraw yourself from society, but to reduce your reliance on it, to put yourself and your family first in every situation, and to be prepared to protect the freedoms that allow you to do so. Fatherland is not just the land that you call home, it is the community that you have decided to build that home in. It's about being a part of a community that have shared values and a mutual respect for one another, that recognises each of us as individuals with our own skills, our own aspirations, our own potential, but nevertheless also recognises the benefit that there is in collaboration, in looking out for one another, in building each other up. We wish to take pride in our shared accomplishments and our shared identity, to promote the ideals and the values that revolve around personal liberty, but to also be willing to stand shoulder to shoulder with one another in order to protect ourselves from those that would seek to undermine or destroy us, to march divided, but to fight united. So in short, we have a very simple philosophy and worldview from the perspective of the individual. Your family is everything. Your freedom gives you the opportunity to provide for that family, and your fatherland shields you from those that would seek to erode or destroy that freedom. And so what of me, the Emperor of Stomaria, a self-appointed absolute monarch? How could this possibly fit into what we are building? Like every Stomarian, my duty first and foremost is to my family. And towards this end, I have begun the process of acquiring lands that is going to be able to be utilised in order to gradually reduce reliance on others. But these lands are not exclusively for my own benefit. It is also the wider Stomarian community that benefits from it. At this time, it could be something as low-key as setting up a stall, or having a workshop, or hosting a gathering, having the land used for parking, or perhaps camping, and more besides. These are not going to have a major impact on the wider Stomarian community, but it is nevertheless a benefit to them. And over time, as Stomaria expands, as more capital is invested into Stomaria and the land acquisitions are increased, that impact on the lives of Stomarians will be felt in ever greater ways. Towards this end, in addition to buying our own lands, we will be seeking to purchase lands with other Stamarian citizens in joint purchase agreements, so that they may themselves utilize lands as they see fit. Because I'm not interested in being the emperor of landless serfs. I want people to be able to prosper. I want to help people. I want to protect people. And I want to be able to provide them with the knowledge and the opportunity in order to be able to provide for themselves. And this has been true since the beginning. This is why we are constantly talking about the need to acquire deflationary assets, purchasing your own land, growing your own food, supplying your own water, generating your own energy, and more besides. It's all about trying to take back control of your own life and trying to live in a more self-reliant, self-sufficient way that isn't isolationist, isn't withdrawing yourself from society, but is nevertheless giving you a layer of protection that you don't currently have. And that is why we are a nation of voluntarism, not force or coercion. Our citizens join voluntarily. Our economy is based on voluntary exchange and voluntary taxation. Our territory is based on voluntary acquisitions. The member states of the Empire have joined us voluntarily in order to become a part of a wider community. It's all about voluntary association and voluntary affiliation. I am the Emperor of Stomaria, and I stand as the authority over my own life and my own lands, just as the citizens of Stamaria stand as the authorities of their own lives and their own lands. But we will nevertheless stand together and protect one another from those that would seek to undermine or destroy us. We will march forward and build a better world for ourselves and our families. If you want to learn more about Stamaria or play an active role in our development and expansion, visit our website at www.stamaria.com and find out what it means to be a Stamarian.